Hi everybody, I'm Lydia. Today I continue the last part on a dream of red mission. You're talking about 1,000 years tea culture, can be called as a tea encyclopedia. 7. Compare with the tea drinking culture among nobles. And I has mentioned in the last 6 parts, Jia mission has already showed that they enjoy 6 types of expensive tea in the book. And I will emphasize on pu'er tea because during Qing Dynasty, noble people love to drink pu'er tea for their health because they are love eating oily food. For their health, pu'er can digest and can help them to digest the food. So they prefer pu'er tea in Qing Dynasty. Especially in today, we eat a lot of meat, oil food. So in my opinion, person life in modern people is more better to drink pu'er tea instead of others. And also, second, you can see the tea set. And I mentioned in the last part, Miaoyu use the tea set. When we look deeply, compare with ancient and modern time, it is less than one set tea set is compared with the tea set used by Miaoyu. So it is beyond what original layman can imagine, even the noble who are not open enough to see it. So with these 2 points, Jia's mission in the book is far beyond the rank of original nobles, and its luxury is comparable to the royal family. Part 3. Compare with the folk tea drinking. Tea has a long history of drinking. China has a long history of drinking tea. It can be traced back to Shenlong taste of herbs. In the long term, tea drinking activity is generally cultivate its unique cousin and become one of the traditional Chinese literature, such as tea sacrifice, tea hospitality, tea instead of wine, tea to fan, tea boiling rice, tea marriage. And in chapter 14 and chapter 78, you can see there is a tea sacrifice. And they describe in detail, the author details their detail, and also manage with tea. In Qing, it starts from the Tang Dynasty. The Princess Wenjing used the tea as thorough when he entered married to diabetes. In chapter 25, Yu go to the Baoyu's place because Baoyu is sick. And one day he go to Yu's place, and during the conversation, Yu smiled and say, "Listen, it is eating a little tea for him." And the sister found up at Yu say, "Since you have eaten our tea, why don't you be our daughter-in-law?" So this is an example of tea as a media and tea on marriage. Other kinds, such as tea to treat guests, tea instead of wine, tea to fan, tea to make rice. The cousin of drinking tea at home is also numerous. Mouthwash tea before meal, tea after meal, health tea when you are born. No matter when and where, there will be a sense of drinking tea wherever you are free. In chapter 18, Jia Fu's prevention narrative, the presence of tea indicate that tea is an indispensable part of dealing with people as well as the nobles. So the conclusion, tea has a stable antipathy value in the dream of mission. First of all, Zhou Shikun, the author, describes drinking tea and its custom as a culture phenomenon in the book. In so, China discerned Chinese traditional by writing about the type of tea, water utensil, tea sacrifice, and New Year's tea making rice, tea hospitality. In addition, by writing about tea drinking activity, it creates the character image. This puts the character, expect the character inner world and understanding of life. For example, Jia's mother did not eat the purchased Luan tea instead of eating the Lu Somi for health care, which showed the health preservative emphasized by the noble families. Grandma Liu took a sip of Jia's mother's half of cup of tea and said, "Good is good, but it's lighter, and compare with each other. The two elders of similar age have completely different performance of a cup of tea, comparing the difference between the living standard and growth background with action and worth. Although it is a little sad, there can be such a big gap between the rich and the poor, and the author did the most efficient statement." Thank you. Bye-bye.